Karen's getting started with her vow renewals, and she sends out some invitations.
Oh my God. Karen did let everybody know that we would be receiving an invitation and that they would be, hand delivered to us.
Here's the thing, guys. So when we were at the Chesapeake house, Karen and Ray had talked about the invitation, right?
If you could kindly try and figure out how to open your invitations outside, that would be great.
I thought it was going to be something like sexual. I don't know why. They said something like, make sure you open it outside. So I thought it was going to be like funfetti or glitter or just something like razzmatazz. And then when I got the box and I opened it and a butterfly flew out, it scared the shit out of me. I'm not going to lie. I didn't expect that at all.
What the hell is that? Ew! What the hell is...
Child, them butterflies were DOA, okay? Dead on arrival. I will say there were, I think, 2 live ones. 2. One of them flew out and flew away. One did like a nosedive. They came out the box and went down. Just like that. And that was the end of that one's life. R.I.P. R.I.P.
Did you open yours outside or inside?
Robyn, I opened it inside.
Yeah.
And one went under the couch, and Daisy tried to find it, and we couldn't find it. So there's a poor dead butterfly underneath the couch.
Oh, no.
He's probably disintegrated by now, but...
Oh, no. Animal cruelty is running amok in these boxes. Somebody needs to call PETA because the butterflies are losing their lives at a rapid pace.
Like, first of all, these were like the brokest butterflies ever.
The invitation was some moths, some mothballs or some moths that I think were supposed to be butterflies.
They were ugly. They were like, there was like nothing pretty about them. They looked like moths. And we were like this close to opening it inside the house, and like Juan like cracked it open and he could see like some eyes peeking back at him, and he was like, oh, hell no.
Me and Candiace, I don't know about Candiace, but I thought it was a bomb. I didn't know what it was. I don't know why I thought it was some roaches. I was scared. I didn't know what it was. And then it had holes, at which point I realized if it has holes, mice, it must be an animal. And that's when I checked out. You guys saw me and T'Chaka last season. But more I don't do animals. So what we're not going to do is have an animal in this box. So I don't know. When I too saw the holes, it's like, okay, now I know something is trying to be alive in here. So I thought rats and I thought roach. I don't know why. But then when I saw it, when you see like the pattern on a butterfly wing and you don't know what it is, it gives like wilderness. And I was just not here for any of it.
It gives wilderness.
Yes.
Mia, how did you receive it? How was it?
Girl, let me tell you, when we felt something moving in that box, Gordon threw it.
No! Gordon
threw it. And I said, babe, if it's something moving, don't throw it. You're going to kill it.
I mean, it was not good. Whose idea was this?
Let me be very clear. My husband was totally against me having you all set the butterflies free. He did not want them in the box, but he knows, I wanted something special. I loved it, and I just envisioned butterflies, flowing, just fluttering. And
I'm sure the idea was to have like these beautiful butterflies just like fly out, and but they literally were like, like fell over, fell to the ground. It was like their first time out in, the free air. It was a cute idea, but poorly executed.
I love doing things for effect. Let me just say that. And so good, bad, or indifference, I knew it was an elegant thought. Yes. It was my vow renewal with Ray, and I wanted that memory. And so it's a beautiful box, and we took care to take care of each and every butterfly. So I have not heard that anything happened, tragically. But would I do it again? Probably.
I got the dead butterfly box. That was mine. Mine were dead. So this was bad. This was invitation redo, malfunction. I understand where she was trying to go. It just did not go well.
What was it like seeing Karen jump out of a cake for Ray?
Karen is many things, okay? She does many things well. She does many things that are horrible mistakes. This would be a horrible mistake.
3, 2, 1. Hey, baby. Anything for you, baby.
If you're going to jump out of a cake, Karen, change your clothes. Change your outfit. Where's the mystery here?
I wish that she would have done some scantily clad number. But it would have been cute. Yeah, if she had done some Fredericks of Hollywood moment.
It wasn't as seductive as it should have been. She should have had on little pasties or something.
Oh,
but
Lord.
She literally had on the same outfit from dinner.
I'm going to surprise my husband and be sexy and give him what he always wants. I'm going to bust out of a cake for him. This was the worst rendition of that I've ever seen. Karen, be more creative, sis. Be more creative. You should have had a cupcake in your hand. You should have had on sexy lingerie. You should have smashed that cupcake in his face and then licked it all off. Like Karen, girl.
The thing is, it was actually Wendy's idea to do the cake. So Wendy and Eddie had the idea for Karen to do the cake. So I think that's maybe why she wasn't prepared with a little costume or something, because it was a bit of a surprise.
Mm-hmm. Mrs. Hugo. She had made mention Ray wanted someone to jump out of a cake for him.
What kind of cake where the girl comes out the cake? What kind of?
We thought it would be a great idea if someone did jump out of the cake for him, but it's Karen.
I saw this paper plastic giant cake behind the house all weekend. And I thought that was left by the people that rented the house before us. I had absolutely no idea Karen was going to get in it and bust out the top and be like, hi, surprise. What? Karen, you look crazy.
So Eddie and I scuttle Karen over, put her in this damn cake, push her over to Ray.
Come on. Got a surprise for you, Ray.
All I remember is some feet walking, doing this, walking across the yard. I'm like, what is going on?
I hear my feet look really cute under the
Oh my gosh. It was the best part.
I can only imagine what y'all saw, but
And when we saw those blue pants coming across.
Yeah. And the pants were the same pants Karen had on. So it's like, okay, Karen just decided to put a cake on top of her head.
Clearly Karen is in this cake. Clearly Karen is not here because she's in the cake. But okay, we're all going to be good sports and just whoop it up for Karen in this cake.
I want to thank Wendy. That totally blew me away. I think I mentioned that to you and Wendy, that Ray wanted the woman to jump out of our wedding cake. Yeah. And I was like, no, not going to happen. And for Wendy to give enough thought to think of putting that together for Ray and I was so happy. And Ray was tickle pink. Wendy has a thoughtful heart. Yeah. I am so glad that Wendy and I reset the button so we could get to know each other.
Mm-hmm. I actually give an A for effort. One of my fantasies is to jump out of a cake. So I'm like, wow, that's something that I want to do. And Karen beat me to it.
And Ray gets his wish. Surprise! I'm sure he wished, if he had it his way, it would have been some big booty hoe. But it's not. So it's going to be Karen. And you're going to enjoy this cake. Okay? Yeah. But they were both a good sport about it. So it was fun.
At this point, Wendy, Gizelle, and Robyn have not really made amends.
Right. Yeah. Look, at least everyone is talking cordially. At this point.
I'm cool on Wendy. I'm good.
Yeah, we've been good.
Next question.
It's always combative. It's always aggressive.
No, but you're always a mean girl and you're always a bully.
But was a lot accomplished? Wendy, Robyn, and Gizelle, no progress. It's a stalemate.
Mm-hmm. Wendy, at this point, are you comfortable with keeping it at we're done?
Absolutely. I've tried my best. I've tried my best as far as meeting them where they are. Even after everything that happened in Williamsburg.
Don't
with my family.
Why are you looking at me?
I'm looking at you because it was your ass having a conversation with Ashley.
Why are you so upset?
Don't eat up, crap.
I still attended the Reasonably Shady party, even though Robyn didn't invite me to her birthday party.
You know, unfortunately, like at the Reasonably Shady party, I decided that I just wasn't going to say anything to Wendy anymore because it was clear to me that like anything that came out of my mouth was going to be met with like, you know, just some sort of contention. So I just decided I was not going to communicate with her. And so I probably took an immature approach, but for me that was like, you know, the best. I wanted nothing. I did not want to interact with her whatsoever because, you know, God forbid I make her upset if I ask her to pass the butter. Like, so I just, you know, it really wasn't, it was sad to me. It was unfortunate.
Even after everything, the shade that happened at the Reasonably Shady party.
I wasn't gonna come, so that's interesting.
Oh, okay, glad you're here. What's the issue?
No issue, but you just said I wasn't gonna be allowed to be in your bathroom.
I still invite them to the couples trip.
Wendy's hosting this trip. She's invited people that clearly she can't stand. I'm here, Robyn's here for the group. And because you're a hostess of this trip, Wendy, I would think that you would take it upon yourself to try in some capacity to have a conversation like a grown adult. And Wendy never did that. She never felt like she should do that. She never felt like, hey, let me try to just get some clarity with me and my girlfriends. And that's bothersome to me. That really puts a nail in the friendship. It puts a nail in the coffin. I really, to be honest with you, never saw this going so left.
I can't believe that like Wendy's still upset over some old stuff that really wasn't even that deep to begin with. I just really felt out of place, especially being that Wendy was hosting that trip. And it was like, it was very disappointing to me.
I was hoping that there would have been more of a progression made from Wendy in relation to the disagreement with Gizelle and Robyn, but you know, it was a little disheartening to see that that wasn't the case, honestly. I think it would have made the whole experience a lot better if we had just had some sort of conclusion or some sort of amends that were made.
And to put it in perspective, if Karen and I can get to a better place with all the bullshit that we've been through.
Well, we all know I can't stand Karen, so
well, this feeling's mutual.
Me and drunk Karen will probably never be good.
It makes absolutely no sense that Wendy cannot communicate whatever it is she's feeling. And it's unfortunate because I thought we were friends.
I've extended an olive branch. While at the couples trip, it was my turf. I could have easily excommunicated them through multiple avenues. I chose not to. So for me, I'm at peace with it.
I'm gonna have to receive it because I'm gonna have some fun. I'm here to vacation. We're in a pandemic. How long do we need to drag this on? So when our friends are saying to each other, "Look, let's leave it alone," respect. I'm leaving it alone. I'm like, Mia, what's for dinner?
Okay.
I thought our relationship was better than that, but it's, you know, what's the saying? When someone shows you who they are, believe them. So yes, I thought that we were better than that, but you've shown me who you are, so I have no choice but to believe you. So like I said, I'm going to move forward, but I'm going to move forward differently. And above all, like, I'm on a trip and my husband is right beside me. If nothing, I'm in a good place. Y'all need to worry about what place y'all in. I'm good. We're good.
Gizelle, your daughters sit you down and talk to you about how bad you are with emotions.
I have not necessarily been vulnerable in my relationships with men. And I don't want you guys to be that way.
Well, it's like it's hard to like look up to you or dad because like we don't see you like in relationships.
My kids have informed me that I'm completely emotionally kind of like detached and unavailable to them. And they are girls and they are sensitive, and that's just not who I am, and it's never been who I am. So I can't sometimes identify with all of these dramatic things that they go through on a daily basis. You know, one thing we discovered is that, yeah, there was a lot of emotion and trauma associated with when I got divorced. And
now they've seen their parents reconnect and then now separate. And they're wondering, what is love? What is it? What is it really all about?
This is horrible.
Maybe you just haven't had honest, open conversations with them about what you've gone through.
I have to make sure that I process all of that and I handle all of that before I move forward. And not even just for my kids, but, you know, if and when I ever get into another relationship with somebody, you know, it's nice for me to know my feelings because I'm supposed to be sharing these feelings with another person.
What did you feel like having to kind of open up this side of yourself that usually the cameras don't get to see?
You know, I feel like Gizelle over the years has been very vulnerable in front of the cameras. Y'all don't think so, but okay, whatever. I was totally fine with it. I mean, I'm here to share my story, the good, the bad, the ugly. And if it's going to help somebody else, then by all means, I will share. And you know, it's real. It's not, you know, we're not pretending, we're not acting like this is a problem when it's not. You know, I've never, in any relationship that I've been in, I've never been one to just be forthcoming with sentiment, emotion, talk about how I'm feeling. That's just not what I do. I'm not good at that, but I'm working on it.